Universe back with another Sunday night football game, y'all. We got the Atlanta Falcons versus the Minnesota Vikings, y'all. Let's see what's going to go down tonight. You're new to the channel, man. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Share it out for your boy. Comment below what team you want to see win or what's your favorite team. Enough of that being said, y'all. Shout out to my members, too. Appreciate y'all for being members. Appreciate my new subscribers. Appreciate y'all. We get ready to get into this gameplay, y'all. No commentary like that on the game, so we just going to let the game play and run through, and we're going to go from there. I'm going to let y'all sit back and see a simulation of the game and how it could actually be in the real life game. So enough of that, y'all. Let's get to the game. Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all thumbs is up and share it. All right, y'all, it's game time. Let's sit back and enjoy. Get your popcorn, y'all. Comment down below who y'all like to see win. Who's your favorite team? Let's get it.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
And he went from being the surprise pick of the first round to the full-time starter late in the season, and now he has a chance to take this team to new heights starting in 2025. Really was impressed with him down the stretch. Going head-to-head with Jaden Daniels in a huge game. Now he could be their franchise quarterback for the next 10 years.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Penix working out of the gun here. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be let out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Back on the field after a knee injury robbed him of his rookie season, but he showed a ton of promise in the limited sample size we saw of him during the preseason. Go back to the University of Michigan. You saw an accurate passer who ran the offense extremely well, but don't be fooled by that. He was never afraid to attack defenses with his arm, and he'll try to do the same here in the NFL.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes you little tread left on the tires.
A good pickup there, 22.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the Falcons' 47-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Up the middle, Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Again, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. An inside give to Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Penix. Short. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. The guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On third down, Penix from the gun. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose the play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. The Falcons send Jamal Agnew deep to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Falcons.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
We could easily read his mind there. There's just no place to go. Tried to bounce it and get outside on the draw.
Yeah, but the defense wasn't thinking pass. They knew that they were running it.
And I love the way that they covered all the gaps. You know, we can do all the lettering and the numbering.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 12 yards.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To the air with McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
To the air again, McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. It's all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. C.J. Ham from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Falcons.
So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Falcons ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Robinson with another carry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll go play action here with Penix. That's complete to the tight end Werner. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now look at this. Big game. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll throw with Penix. Mr. Pitts, and he's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point by Crew, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Falcons 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And his throw's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And here's Ryan Wright now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Agnew now to return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Working to put a drive together. They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
That's brought in downfield by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Falcon, 1st down.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Penix. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Set to kick off.
Nifty move. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. McCarthy going to sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now he's going to bring up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Into the hands of London. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Atlanta.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Off play action, here's Penix. Throws right back to London, complete again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. A play fake. Now Penix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. To the air, Penix. Throw left side, there's London. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line of 3. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
3-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Coup now for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
17.
So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Vikings now heading onto the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Ryan Wright now. He's been terrific so far. On the return, here's Agnew. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards on the first down keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Robinson up the middle, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And a Falcon first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Every time a goal line set is called, it's not always just used on the goal line. They anticipated this run here on 3rd and short, brought in the extra beef, and they ended up stopping them.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Koo knocks this one through the post. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. McCarthy. On the throw, read him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was much for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jefferson going to go in motion right. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 42 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Now the try here for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 24-20. Less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. He's back to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. Well, That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's got Mooney, and he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's 2nd and a yard. On to give, here's Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. A beautiful fake. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now it's the Vikings' turn, trailing by a field goal. A little over 20 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. McCarthy operating from the gun. Completes this to Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As he'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
7 yards brings up
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. Able to find Jones. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. And a fun, close ball game.
All right, y'all. Y'all see the end results, 27-24. The Falcons beat the Vikings. Could this happen in the real NFL season? We don't know. We have to sit back and wait and watch. But this is definitely a great gameplay simulation of real life NFL. So if you like these, let me know. And if you would like to see your team up here and your team is playing on a Monday night, Thursday night, or Sunday game, let me know and I will do the same with yours. All right, y'all. This concludes the end of the video. Appreciate everybody for watching. The Vikings didn't do it because they ain't got it. So with all that being said, y'all see the score 27-24. Falcons won, y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all comment on the video. Let me know what y'all think. When y'all want to see y'all team or this one of y'all teams play Monday, Thursday, or Sunday, let me know. Get in the comment section, y'all. All right, y'all. I catch y'all on the next one. You out of here.